Come on. I don't want it to end. I want more. Why am I stuck? Dude, this boss is pretty cool. Hell yeah. Hey guys, Modern Legend here, and oh my god, I cannot wait to level this character up. This character is so much fun. Flicker Strike is amazing. I love everything about it. So I'm just going to get right into it. I have found a way to sustain Flicker Strike as early as level 28, and I just can't wait to level this character. So I'm just going to show you how I have figured this out. Now, some of these items are mandatory, some are not. Um, this sword, you have to have it. If you want to level up with Flicker Strike as early as 28, you have to have this sword. Reason being is this sword supports your Flicker Strike with multi-strike. This is as early as you can get multi-strike, because it's a high level gem. So you're going to want this sword linked with a red, red, and green. This is Flicker Strike. It has to be in the sword. You're going to want Melee Splash and Ruthless. This right here is pretty mandatory. You're going to want to have this. Now, the next important thing to have is an offhand, and all these stats here don't matter. The only stat that matters is the 10% chance to gain Frenzy Charge on kill. This is what you're looking for. So pick one up. It's going to help you sustain your Frenzy Charges. And you need Frenzy Charges for Flicker Strike. Now, I have faster attacks, Ruthlessness, and Frenzy on this. This will help you with really hard boss fights. Um, it's honestly not a big deal. Um, I actually haven't really ran out of Frenzy charges and haven't had to use Frenzy very often. This right here is actually a very important amulet. You're going to need it. It's only level 16, and what you're wanting out of this is actually the 10% chance to gain Frenzy Charge on kill, just like your offhand. This is very important because it helps you keep those Frenzy Charges up. A lot of people have problems with your mana. Um, this is a very important um, ring that you're going to want to have. Now these rings, not only do they help you with your mana problems with Frenzy, but they also give you additional curses, which is very important. You're going to want two of these. Actually, it's not a want, it's a need. You're going to need these rings, this sword, this amulet, and any offhand that has 10% chance to gain Frenzy. Now, this belt has helped me a lot with my mana issues as well. Anywhere you can get mana leech or mana on kill, pick it up. You're going to need it, especially when you hit 31, where you actually have a mana reserved. That's where these curse rings come into play, because level 31 this build actually starts shining, and it's only going to progressively get better and better as you level. Now with these rings, it allows you to have two additional curses. Um, you actually you're only getting the benefit of the one additional curse. You're not going to be able to sustain 3 different curses, but the mana on kill right now to me is keeping me from getting from having mana problems. But once you hit level 31, you're going to use Poacher's Mark and Warlord's Mark. These are going to become auras. I have them supported and I believe my boots. Yep. So I have Warlord's Mark, Poacher's Mark, supported by this amazing gem. Now this turns your curses into an aura. This right here is where it starts shining at level 31 because you will always have these marks up, and what these marks do is they help you with your mana problems, and they also help you with this one right here will help you with your frenzy charges. You're going to need Poacher's Mark. You're honestly wanting both of these because they both help with mana problems. Once you have all this set up right here, you will be able to sustain Flicker Strike. No mana issues, no frenzy issues. Um, don't even think I'm using the precision at the moment. No, I'm not. That one's in there for future Flicker Strike builds. You're only going to need the Warlord's Mark and the Poacher's Mark. You don't need precision right now. um, I'm planning for the future in this build, so precision is going to be what I'm going to be using later on, but as of right now, it is not mandatory. Now these boots, again, not mandatory. You just need any 4-link with a blue, a green, and a red. That's all you need. These gloves, I do highly recommend them because it gives you leech on mana. Everything else on this stat tree, you don't need it. The mana is very important here. I have this with Blood Rage, which is not mandatory at all. I am sustaining this build without Blood Rage. It's beneficial to use it, but you actually do not have to cast it. I have my 2 vials right here. Vials. Veil, sorry. And they are increased with duration. These right here, you don't need them. You don't need any of this right now. You're able to sustain this build without all of these gems. Same thing with the tab. You don't need the tab. You really don't need. You can work perfectly fine with a 4-link chest. Hell, you honestly don't even need any of these, but it helps with boss fights, which I have the Protector, the War Chief, and Elemental attacks on it with Elemental Focus. I pretty much only cast him when I'm fighting bosses, and it helps a lot for boss fights, but like I said, it's not mandatory. You came here for the Flicker Strike, you came here to see how I sustained it. This is everything that I have going on with it. I mean, you can use any mobility gem. I like Dash. I just find the animation a lot more appealing than Leap Slam. But if Leap Slam is what you want to go with, have at it. Still Skin, like I said, this is planning for the future. I'm currently not even using half of my gems, um, as I can sustain Flicker Strike and have no mana issues without casting anything to support it. As long as you have these items right here, you will be fine. Alright, so I'm going to go right into some gameplay, and I hope you all enjoy. First thing you want to do is put on your curses. This is pretty much all the buffs that you have to worry about. Your 2 curses, hopefully you're level 31 by now. And let's hope that I can find a delirium, because I think this build really shines off of this new leak. Don't really want to kill anything until I find a delirium. There you are. Alright, so the delirium started, and I'll just get right into it. Dude, this build is so fun. I have always wanted to make a Flicker Strike build, and I just can't believe I got it working this good at level 28. And see, that's another thing. I'm not doing crazy amounts of damage because all my gems are so low level right now. So the protector helps a lot with some extra damage. Let's see. Oh my god, this build is so satisfying. I love it.
What will you find in the darkest reaches of your mind? Come, step into my world of twisted illusion. Witness the birth of fear.
As you can see, here's my mouse. I'm able to sustain Flicker Strike against Petty, who is a strong boss right now. And all I'm doing is just holding my 1 key. That's it. I'm sustaining Frenzy. Didn't cast Blood Rage. Hell, I didn't even use my little dude here. Was able to kill Petty just by holding the 1 key. I'll take those, huh? No. Oh, darn. Alright guys, I do want to point out that the skill tree that I have set up right now does not matter for the Flicker Strike at level 28. You can be anybody. I chose to be a Scion. Just follow any type of Flicker Strike build to where you want to be, and it will work out. It'll pretty much work with any Flicker Strike build. There we go. Let's go. Hell
Sin
yeah.
is the crack through which
Alright guys, let's see how well I do against him. Kill off these totems. Level up my gym in combat. Feels good. Alright guys, I do want to point out that the skill tree does not matter with this build at all, nor does the class. I'm just building a Scion. I'm kind of making a Ignite style trickster. Flicker strike trickster. I'm calling it the trickster. So, I mean, just find a flicker strike build that you want to follow. Follow that skill tree, it should be fine. Ooh. Come here, buddy. Don't run. Build a little bit of frenzies. I love the life leech and the mana leech. This build has tons of it. Oh. Okay. Come here. You shall perish. The almighty flicker strike. Dun, 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 dun. I'm liking it. I mean, I'm doing pretty damn well against Dominus.
I prefer the view from where I'm standing now, Dominus.
Cool. I'm digging it. Like I said, this build's only going to get stronger and stronger for each level.
Of course.
I mean, I've already leveled up about 10, close to 10 times while making this video. I was level 31 at the beginning of the video. Around 31. Alright, so like I said, the skill tree don't matter, the character don't matter. Just follow whatever type of flicker strike you want to be at the end game, but if you want to play flicker strike early, you're just gonna have to use those items that I showed you. It works, obviously. I just showed you.